friends, Katie, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be ranking my highlights, which if you know me, you know this is so hard for me because I love highlight. Like, I'm addicted to highlight. Like, eyeshadow palettes is probably the other one to be very hard for me, which is why I'm not doing that anytime soon because I can't make up my mind on that one. So yes, today I'm doing ranking my highlights, which was very hard for me. I had to like strategically think about it, and yeah, this series was created by Gooch, so I will link her channel and her playlist for this down below. I did another one of these videos, so I'm gonna have that playlist up in the cards for you if you want to check that out. I have so many highlights here, like I can't even hold all of them in one hand because like too many. I think we're ranking out of 11 today. I do have highlighter palettes, which that will be a separate video just because I will be showing you highlights even if it's in an eyeshadow palette. I think I'm gonna do that way and stuff like that. I feel like that just makes more sense than combining that into this video and stuff, even though I don't have like 20 highlight palettes, but that's how today's gonna go. So yeah, I hope you're excited about this. I'm so excited to be doing another ranking video and stuff. I have a lot more coming soon. I just don't want to be doing these weekly just because I feel like it'll get way too repetitive. But anyways, I hope you're excited and let's just get right into the ranking. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through it all. So the first one in the spot for number 11, which is my least favorite, is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in Blossom Glow. So this is what this one looks like. It's just like this like pink type color. It just looks like that. It is a very pretty shade, but I'm just not a fan of it. Like, I just don't like it for my skin tone. I think if you're very fair, you would probably like this. And also Wet n Wild has been sketchy with their cruelty-free status because, like, I don't know, if you want to hear a video on it, I will try to link one down below for you if you want to hear about this cruelty-free status. I'm not going to go into this video, but this is what this highlight looks like. I just don't love this shade for my skin tone. And before Wet n Wild started being sketchy, I was considering getting like a deeper shade to maybe mix the two, but I'm just not a fan of like this type of highlight. I mean, it's pretty, but like I personally don't love it, so I'm debating on decluttering this. I haven't yet, but it's definitely something I've considered doing. But yeah, this is just what it looks like, and yeah, pretty, but it's just not my favorite out of my whole collection. It's not even my top 5. So number 10 is the Sparkler Highlight from Tarte. I honestly am surprised this didn't end up in the last spot, but I guess I just love this color. It is such a pretty color. I could describe it as a gold champagne. It is very pretty. There, it's on my hand right there. I find it is super like patchy, and it just feels super gritty in the pan, which I don't know why that is. It's just very strange. I mean, on my hand it actually doesn't look terrible, but it's super gritty in the pan, which I really don't understand. Like, their other highlights are just super fine and just soft and like almost silky feeling, but this one feels very gritty in the pan, which I don't love and stuff. And I love the color, but the formula just isn't my favorite, so I'll most likely end up decluttering this or getting rid of it or giving it to somebody that will love it a lot more than me. But this one, just not feeling it, but that's kind of what it looks like. So next is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight. I love this highlight, and I'm surprised it made it down to number 9, but when I was ranking all my other highlights, I was like, yeah, but I love these more. I love this highlight. It is such a soft, beautiful highlight, but I do think I love my other ones more, and it's just mainly because this one is a little bit deeper than some of my other highlights. It's right there, and I just don't find I get a lot use out of it. I do think it is very pretty, and I love this shade of highlight. I think it also would make a very pretty eyeshadow, but I'm just like, it's not one I gravitate towards a lot, therefore it's kind of lower on the list. But this is a beautiful highlight, applies very beautiful onto the skin. It is just very like seamless, I guess you could say, but it's just not gonna be in my like top 5, you know what I mean? So the next one is the Elf and Heart highlight that Heart collaborated with Elf. I love this highlight. It is super pretty. You have 2 different shades. You have coffee and cream Cream, which I think is beautiful. I love it. Each shade individually is beautiful, and then together they are also gorgeous. That's them swatch coffee cream together. I really like it, and then they just blend beautifully either way, which I really like because you can really just get it in there. And I really like this highlight. I think it's very just natural and beautiful, and it just gives you that glow, that like oomph with your highlight without being like way too much, you know what I mean? So this one is great in number 8. It's like in the perfect spot there, and but it is just beautiful, and I love highlights. So in number 7 is Becca Rose Quartz. I am obsessed with this highlight, and I'm surprised that honestly I didn't rank it higher. And I do love it, and I do think it is the most beautiful highlight ever, but also like it's just not like top material. I mean, it is super pretty. That's its swatch, and it is beautiful, but I find that I just have other highlights I like more. I love this formula, and I think it's a great formula. It's super soft and silky, and it just doesn't emphasize anything on your face. Like seriously, it is so gorgeous. I love it, but there are just a few I do like better than this, but it is such a pretty like rosy type highlight if that's what you're going for, and it's one I love and I gravitate towards a decent bit, but not as much as others, I guess. So next is my Physicians Formula Butter Highlight. This one's in the shade Rose Gold, or yeah, Rose Gold. First of all, the scent of this highlight is so good. Just smells like straight up coconut, and this is such a beautiful creamy highlight. It's basically the same formula as the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlights, which I really like. It is so pretty, and this one made it pretty far down. I really like this because it is just super creamy. It really blends beautifully. You can really just blend it out, and it smells so good, and it's just very creamy and beautiful for your cheeks and stuff, and I really like it. It's just such a great product. It's just not super top on my list because I do like my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek a little bit better. It is creamy, but I feel like it dries down slight bit better. Next, I love Becca's Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop is probably one of my favorite highlights of all time. It was honestly, I think, the first highlight I ever purchased. It is so gorgeous. I love the shade of it. I love it. It's like a golden type shade, and obviously I love it because I panned it like so well. It was honestly the first highlight I ever had, so like it's like pretty much for a long time all I used. It's just so pretty. It applies super creamy, like it applies super smooth like on your cheeks. Note it emphasizes no texture whatsoever. It is so beautiful, and I love it. Like I really don't know what to say for each of these. Like I just love all these highlights, but like once we get closer up, you'll get it. Next, in number 4 is Anastasia Ambrisi. This doesn't like emphasize nothing. It is super beautiful. It's like the perfect champagne color, and I do really like this. It is probably one of my favorite highlights. It's like a champagne gold. It's like that perfect mix of shades, and it doesn't emphasize texture. It's super creamy and just smooth on your cheeks, and it's really good. And it didn't get higher up because the top few are just like ultimately my go-to. Like I wear them all the time. I love this one, but it's not like the top, you know what I mean? Like it's still in the top 5, so it's amazing to me, but like it's just not like whoa, this is number 1, you know what I mean? So number 3 is the Pixie and Aspen highlight. This is probably one of my favorite highlights because it is the perfect champagne, almost like yellow toned color, which I love. It is super pretty like on the cheeks. It's like so gorgeous. I love it, and it doesn't emphasize texture. It gives you a super like intense highlight, which I love. It is super amazing, and I just love it so much. Like I don't even know what to say. It just is so amazing and smooth. So the number 1 highlight is from ColourPop, and this is their Super Shock Cheek. I love all these highlights, but my favorite is the one that Kathleen collaborated on, and this is in On the Cusp. This is like the perfect highlight and everything. I love this because I really like their highlights because I can really press them into my skin. I really like just like pressing it in, and it's super, super gorgeous. I love it. It's like that one on the edge, and it's just super pretty, and it just works so well, and it's just like perfect to highlight. It goes on natural, doesn't emphasize texture. It's just so creamy, but it does dry down eventually, so it's not like your face is super wet from your highlights. Like, it's not too insane. So yeah, these are all my favorite highlights. I hope you enjoyed my ranking video. It was so hard to rank these, which is why I'm holding off, like I said, for a very long time for eyeshadow palettes, because I know I won't be able to pick. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will be doing more ranking videos soon. I believe foundations will be coming up. Probably will try and do powders. I only have like a couple right now though, so yeah, same with concealers. Maybe I'll do lip glosses soon, liquid lipsticks, that kind of stuff. But let me know what you'd like to see me rank down below. More is definitely coming up, and yeah, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and subscribe to my vlog channel and my blog, all linked down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.